This is Kevin Durant. He's won a 2014 MVP award, being the league top scorer 4 times, and has 2 NBA championships. But he's still working hard to win over fans. Durant's path has been about big talent and big moves. So why does he keep changing teams? What's the unobvious reason behind these trades? And with all his big wins, why is he still trying to earn a special place in fans' hearts? Let's look into Kevin Durant's journey, a story of a basketball star who's not just chasing titles but also a lasting legacy. When Kevin Durant joined the Oklahoma City Thunder, he lit up the team. Picked second in the 2007 draft right after Greg Oden, Durant quickly showed he was no ordinary player. From the start, he shone brightly, grabbing the Rookie of the Year award in 2008. Durant wasn't just tall, he could move like smaller guys and score from anywhere, making him a nightmare for anyone trying to guard him. Durant's time with the Thunder was filled with big moments. He was the top scorer in the NBA 4 times from 2010 to 2012 and then again in 2014. But the biggest nod to his talent came in 2014 when he was named the most valuable player of the league. Durant had turned the Thunder into a team to watch, always close to winning it all, but never quite grabbing the championship. The journey wasn't smooth. In 2012, the Thunder, with Durant leading the charge, made it to the NBA Finals, but couldn't get past LeBron James and the Miami Heat. 2 years later, they were stopped by the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. But 2016 hit the hardest. The Thunder were up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors, only to lose the next 3 games. It was a tough pill to swallow. Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden were the Thunder's big 3. Westbrook was all about energy and competitiveness, while Harden, the 6th man of the year in 2012, brought something special off the bench. Together, they were a force, but Harden's move to the Houston Rockets in 2012 was a sign that keeping this group together would be tough. Despite his success, Durant was sometimes seen as not being able to win when it mattered most. After the loss to the Warriors in 2016, the whispers grew louder. Durant was incredible, no doubt, but the ultimate prize, the NBA championship, remained just out of reach during his time with the Thunder. On July 4th, 2016, the NBA landscape changed forever. Kevin Durant announced he was leaving Oklahoma City to join the Golden State Warriors, a team that had just set the regular season win record at 73-9 and beaten his Thunder in the playoffs. This move stunned fans and critics alike. Durant, once the beloved star of the Thunder, was now seen as chasing championship rings with the very team that dashed his previous season's hopes. The decision turned Durant from a hero to a villain in the eyes of many. Teaming up with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, Durant was stepping into a squad that was already a championship favorite. This raised questions about the merit of his pursuit of success. Was joining an already powerful team the way to achieve greatness? Durant's time with the Warriors was filled with victories. He won 2 NBA championships in 2017 and 2018, and he was the Finals MVP in both of those series. Yet, some argue these achievements didn't carry the weight they might have had Durant led a team like the Thunder to the title. The championships, while fulfilling, sparked debates about whether they enhanced Durant's legacy or merely added to the accolades of a team that might have won without him. In Golden State, Durant's role evolved. In Oklahoma City, he was the linchpin of the team, a player around whom the entire offense revolved. But with the Warriors, Durant became a part of a system known for its shared ball movement, where Curry and Thompson also took center stage. This shift raised discussions on Durant's impact. Was he just another star in the Warriors' constellation, or did his presence elevate the team to its historic success? While his scoring prowess remained undisputed, the change in his role from the leader to a key component of an ensemble cast was a significant shift. June 10, 2019 became a day many will never forget in the world of basketball. In Game 5 of the NBA Finals, the Golden State Warriors, with hopes of a comeback in the series, welcomed Kevin Durant back from a calf injury that had sidelined him. The excitement was palpable, but it was short-lived. In the second quarter, Durant went down, clutching his leg in evident pain. The stadium went silent, and the air thick with shock and concern. The diagnosis was a ruptured right Achilles tendon, a nightmare for any athlete, especially for one as dynamic as Durant. This type of injury has a notorious reputation for being tough to bounce back from, raising doubts about Durant's ability to return to his peak form. The NBA has seen its fair share of careers altered by Achilles injuries. Dominique Wilkins, Kobe Bryant, DeMarcus Cousins all faced this challenge with varying degrees of success in their comebacks. This context made Durant's injury all the more alarming. Could he defy the odds and make a full recovery, or would he become another cautionary tale? The question loomed large not just over Durant but over the entire NBA. The thought of not seeing the Slim Reaper dominate the court again was a somber possibility for fans and players alike. After over a year of intense rehab, Kevin Durant made his comeback not with the Warriors but with the Brooklyn Nets in 2020. Teaming up with Kyrie Irving, Durant was ready for a new chapter. Their partnership signaled ambitious plans to turn the Nets into a powerhouse. The scene was set for dominance when James Harden joined them in January 2021, creating a formidable trio on paper. The trio of Durant, Irving, and Harden was expected to dominate the league. Durant, known for his scoring prowess, Irving with his exceptional ball handling and clutch performances, and Harden, a former MVP known for his scoring and playmaking, formed a big three unlike any other. The anticipation around this team was immense, with fans and analysts predicting multiple championships. Despite the high expectations, the reality was different. The Nets' journey was marred by challenges including injuries that sidelined each of the stars at different times, disrupting the team's chemistry. The potential for greatness was evident, but it rarely translated into consistent, cohesive play. The trio often appeared as three individual talents rather than a unified force. Off-court issues, particularly surrounding Irving's vaccine stance and absences, added to the instability, casting a shadow over the team's aspirations. The Nets' playoff performances fell short of expectations. Their most notable run was to the Eastern Conference semifinals in 2021, where they lost in a heart-wrenching overtime game to the Milwaukee Bucks. This failure to secure a championship despite the assembled talent was a significant disappointment. Amidst the team's struggles, Durant's individual brilliance was undeniable. He maintained impressive scoring averages, showcasing his efficiency and versatility. Yet his role within the team evolved. He often found himself navigating the dynamics between his teammates, balancing his scoring with the need to integrate into the team's broader strategy. This period in Brooklyn highlighted a different aspect of Durant's game, his adaptability and leadership under challenging circumstances. Durant's time with the Nets raises questions about the impact of super teams on player legacies. His decision to join forces with other superstars in pursuit of a championship has sparked debate. Critics argue that such moves can dilute the perceived value of a player's achievements, suggesting that success achieved with a super team might carry an asterisk. In February 2023, the NBA was jolted again when Kevin Durant made another headline-grabbing move, this time to the Phoenix Suns. This switch stirred excitement and curiosity across the basketball world. Fans and analysts alike wondered, could this be the key to propelling the Suns to championship glory and solidifying Durant's place in basketball history? The Suns, with Durant on board, were instantly seen as frontrunners for the title. Joining forces with Devin Booker and Chris Paul, Durant formed a trio that was both formidable and fearsome. The Suns had already proven their mettle by reaching the NBA Finals in 2021, and with Durant's addition, they looked unbeatable. The Western Conference was tough, but Phoenix now had a clear shot at the finals, making the Suns the talk of the town and the odds-on favorites for the championship. However, as the playoffs approached, the real test began. Durant's past injuries, especially his Achilles, raised concerns about his ability to endure the postseason grind. Questions about his efficiency and fit with the Suns also surfaced. How would Durant's game mesh with Booker and Paul's? Could he adapt and possibly take a secondary role in Phoenix's offense? These were the challenges Durant faced as he sought to lead the Suns to the championship. Kevin Durant's basketball story is a big deal because it shows a lot about today's NBA. He's moved around a lot, looking to win big, which gets people talking about whether that's good or bad. First off, changing teams a bunch can be hard on a player. Every time Durant moved, he had to fit into a new way of playing. This could make it tough to keep playing at his best. Also, playing deep into the playoffs year after year can wear you out. When Durant hurt his Achilles, it made everyone wonder if trying so hard to win all the time made his injury worse. Then there's the stress of always trying to win championships. This kind of pressure can mess with enjoying the game. Plus, even though Durant won titles, some people still give him a hard time for joining super teams. All this stress isn't just tough on the mind. It can actually make you physically sick too. Durant's story also makes us think about the whole idea of super teams in the NBA. Sure, joining a super team can make winning easier, but does it make those wins feel as special? Back in the day, players like Michael Jordan or Larry Bird stayed with one team and built it into a winner. Some folks respect that more.